So let's first find all of the accessible SQL instances from this user. So we can start by doing get SQL instance domain, and then we're going to pipe that to get SQL connection test. So we can see that one instance is accessible. Let's do get SQL server info, pass it that instance. Okay, we can see that our current user, who's bfarmer, is a sysadmin on that database server. So let's start a SOCKS proxy. And run Heidi SQL as bfarmer. I've already got Proxyfire running. And we can input the IP address of that SQL instance, which is 10.10.17.25. And tell it to use bfarmer's credentials. We're now connected to that database instance. So you can do select server name, make this a bit bigger. And what I want to do is get command execution on this SQL server. So let's have a look first to see if XP command shell is enabled. So we can do select all from sys.configurations, where the name is XP command shell. Okay, so the value is 1, which means that XP command shell is enabled. So we can do something as simple as exec XP command shell, who am I? And we are, the database service is running as the svc ms SQL domain account. So one of the easy things we can do is to get a shell, we could use PowerShell, or get a beacon, we can use PowerShell, and give it an encoded command. Now the SQL server itself can't talk directly to Kali because there's a firewall in the way. So what we can do is set up a reverse port forward on our current beacon. So if you do help reverse port forward, we have the bind port, so I'll put 8080. That will bind port 8080 on workstation 1. The forward host is where we want the traffic to go, so we want it to go to our Kali IP, and we want it to go onto, we want to forward it to port 80. So we can host things using the scripted web delivery, and then download them through the web, through the reverse port forward. And let's create a pivot listener. And I'll call it workstation 1 pivot. And then I'm going to use the scripted web delivery. Let's call it W1. Let's just call it W1. and launch. So this is pretty much the command we want to execute on the target. So let's copy this, but we need to replace the IP address with the IP address of workstation 1. So let's change some of these quotes around. Okay, so workstation 1 is 10.10, 17.231, and we want it to be on fetch from port 80. And then to make this into an encoded command, we can do system convert to base64 string system.text.encoding Unicode get bytes of string. Okay. And as a little tip, you can paste that, pipe that into clip, and that will automatically put it in the clipboard for you. So we can just paste that in now and just remove the line break. Okay, so this is the command. Now, a good thing to do is to check out the weblog. Because we want some, when we execute this, it's not going to do anything, it's not going to return any data, and checking the weblog is a good indication of whether this is actually execute anything on the target. So let's hit go. And straight away we got W1, and we have a shell, we have a beacon running as SVC MS SQL on server 1.